Getting divorced saved my life. And this is not some fancy YouTube thumbnail or title that's trying to get your attention, although that works. We're going to talk about in this video how divorce was one of the best things that ever happened to me, getting divorced, and how it actually saved my life, believe it or not. So stay to the very end. If you're interested in working with me, click on the link in the description below. Let's schedule a call. I help men like yourself, middle-aged men, get past the pain of divorce, reclaim their power, and restore their identity. And if you're watching this video, chances are you're probably in a lot of pain. You're lost. You don't really know what's going on. And we help men like yourselves through that process. So, how did divorce save my life? In very simple terms, the process of divorce is not so much the actual legal terms of the divorce, the legal divorce process, but more the emotional component of divorce as you shuffle through it, as you shuffle through the pain, as you dig deeper. At least people like me, I didn't go sedate. Sure, I dated other women here and there, but I really took the time to get to the bottom of what happened, why did it happen, and why was this pain, why was it so painful? And when you do that type of work, you quickly realize that the pain that you feel, yes, it has to do with your ex-partner, your ex-wife, but it actually goes a lot deeper than that. And we've talked about this in this channel. It goes deeper into a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of childhood pain that's associated, that's been buried there. So how did it save my life? Very simple terms. I was able to find myself. Yes, I know that sounds super cheesy, and I know that it's like, oh, you found yourself, da 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 da. But the truth is, as you dig through the pain, as you start identifying the triggers, as you really sit with yourself and you take the time to journal and meditate and ask these questions and get help, you get to the root of who you really are. Well, that's the idea anyways. That's what I did. And once you get there, it's so liberating, because once you're able to find yourself, it's like returning home. It's like you're on a trip somewhere for many months or many years or decades, and you're kind of lost. And deep down inside, you know you're lost, but you can't quite understand what's missing. And then you're like, well, maybe it's the hotel room that I'm staying at. Maybe it's the bed I've been sleeping in, or since I've been traveling, the food that I've been eating, it's not the same like back home. Just something feels off about this trip. The parallel here is that something feels off in this marriage. Well, at least that's my parallel anyways. It's like, yeah, traveling's cool. You get to see pretty places. We have cool experiences. Same thing with marriage. But there was something always missing that I didn't know what it was. I really quite couldn't put my finger on it. Let me fix this camera a little bit. There we go. And once you're done with like your trip, your long trip, let's say it's a long trip to Europe or Asia or whatever, and you come home, you walk in through that door and you're like, man, I'm home. I miss my house. I miss my bed, my pillows, my kitchen, my knives, my cooking utensils. Well, that's me anyways. And it's just like, I can relax now that I'm back home. Well, the same thing is once you're able to find yourself. And again, I know it sounds cheesy, but a lot of people lose themselves when they're married. You know, the things they need to do. I'm going to put a pause here because the FedEx truck's making a lot of noise. So in the marriage, a lot of men lose themselves. Either they're working really hard to make sure they pay all the bills and they can provide for their family the absolute best they can, or they just focus on their family and trying to keep their wife happy, which is a mistake. You can never make someone else happy. You need to make yourself happy first and foremost. You know, managing the kids, just like you lose yourself because subconsciously there's layers and layers and layers of behavior pattern that you think you should act upon. And you don't, you know, you just try to make everyone happy. You try to prop up the image of the happy family because it's important to you, and because you're a good man, and because you're a faithful man, and you're a hardworking man, and you're putting in effort, and you're dedicated, and you're determined, and you're just putting in the effort. So you lose yourself. And then, boom, it explodes. They hit you with the "I love you, but I'm not in love with you." And your world just falls apart. But it's not really that your world falls apart. It's your view of the world that falls apart. And managing that, or shuffling through that, is what's painful, because you think your life is supposed to be this way, or life is supposed to be that way. And this is how I'm supposed to be, happily ever after, to the very end. But these are just views that you have. And you lose yourself. And then when divorce happens, it's one of the best things that can happen to you, if you actually do the work, if you do not sedate and, with porn or substance abuse or quickly dating other women or whatever the case may be. If you actually do the work, these kids, they're riding bike. If you actually do the work, you're gonna return back home. Just like from that long trip, you're gonna return back home. And once you do that, you're gonna be able to find yourself. And when you find yourself, brother, woof, so liberating. I mean, not even $1 million. It feels better than having $1 million in the bank. Believe me, I know. And it's just so liberating to come home to yourself and be grounded and be present and be connected to God, and just know who you are, and know that your values are non-negotiable. Your views are non-negotiable. You don't have to shapeshift to make someone happy, try to be something you're not. But people can't get there until you're kind of shaken. And life has to shake you. It's like shaking a tree. And see what are the fruits that fall down. To me, the fruits that fell down when when my life was shaken, was that I was able to find myself. And when you're able to find yourself, it's like I said, coming back home, but you're actually, it saves you. It saves you. I know it sounds crazy, but it actually does save you. I mean, think about it. I'm 42. I'm about to be 42 years old. And I cannot imagine having continued to live lost how I was living inside the marriage, inside not only the marriage, but just the life that I was living as a whole. I was so lost. I was doing what other people wanted me to do, thinking that these things were important when they're actually not. And today I'm actually very grateful that I ended up getting divorced, because I was able to find myself. And what does finding yourself means? I was able to find peace. Yeah, peace doesn't have a price. I was able to find coherence. I was able to find joy. I was able to find love, true love. Not in someone else, but inside of me. And now it started to rain. And now I'm gonna have to save myself from this rain. So, if you're going through the pain of divorce right now and you're lost, you're disoriented, you don't really know what's going on, you don't know why she left, maybe why she cheated, what's going on, how could this fall apart? I was providing, I was putting food on the table, I was doing all these things. If you're lost, I know what you're going through. And the answer you're looking for, it's not outside. It's not in ChatGPT, asking more questions. I spend months trying to figure my situation out. It's not out there, it's in here. And that's what we help men do at Divorce to Dominance. We help them get out of the pit of divorce and into living a dominant lifestyle. And a dominant lifestyle starts first and foremost, not with fancy cars or banging body, although that's important. But you can't get there until you find that peace, until you find that joy, until you find that groundness, being centered, of knowing who you truly are. Because it's from that place that then you can move forward in life with confidence, knowing like, hey, this is the path because I know it is the path. I'm not jeopardizing myself. I'm not negotiating for anyone else. I am moving forward in life because this is what I want, regardless of what society, social conditioning, family structures tell me. Brother, when you get there, it's so free and liberating. And here comes the FedEx trucks again. Thank you, FedEx, for making noise. So, if you want to find yourself, if you want to find that peace, that joy, that fulfillment of life that life has for you, but you can't get out of your own divorce pit because you're just like so stuck in it, then click on the link below. Let's schedule a call. You could talk to me or maybe some of the members on my team, and we can help you truly heal the pain, release the pain, restore your power, and reclaim your identity. Because your identity is joy, your identity is fulfillment, your identity is freedom, and all of that is on the other side of you doing the work of getting past the pain and not letting the pain dominate you, not letting the pain dictate the life that you are going to live. So click on the link below, schedule a call, let's talk, let me help you find yourself so you can be yourself. And at the end of the day, like, your kids also need you to find yourself. Your kids also need a happy dad. Your kids need a grounded dad. When you're gonna move on to the next relationship, you can't be carrying all that pain, or you shouldn't be carrying all that pain into your next relationship. There's guys I know that they see their ex-wife and they get triggered. Dude, you haven't processed it. You haven't truly moved on. You're carrying this load, this emotional load on your shoulders that you haven't let go of. And it's just gonna hinder the rest of your life. And it isn't, again, till you truly find yourself and you do the inner work that you're able to find that peace, that joy, and that happiness. So if this resonates with you, one last call to action, click on the link below. Let's chat. We'd love to hear about your situation and see if we can help you out. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for following me. If you like this, click the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, remember who you are.